Hello everyone. So please let me know how is my mic audio, because I did some configuration change in my stream environment, so there may be some kind of issue here and there, but from what I'm seeing, mic should be fine. Like, isn't it like it too distorted or anything? Or like too loud or something like that? So, I guess we should start. And today, we're gonna take a look at Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the reason why is because we got another semi-weekly update where we are gonna explore what's in the marketplace and what dailies are available for us to do. So we got 5 dailies as usual, so we have to kill a samurai, we have to do a tournament, which is like arena, we have to do pretty easy daily where we have to either loot the chest or like kill enemy or something like that. Corrupted castles, of course, and another corrupted entity. Okay, so at least, thankfully, this time around, we don't have to collect some raw resource like wooden, or like stone, or like wooden flanks and all that stuff. So presumably it shouldn't take too much time, but who knows. So my UI is in Russian just in case, but like it shouldn't really affect the viewer experience, because I'm still gonna comment everything in English and it's just the name of the dailies. So coming back to marketplace, let's check what we have on the marketplace this week. So we have the usual knowledge points that are kind of useless. You like better spend your animus keys or something else. We have a trinket for Yasuke. It's basically like area of effect kind of thing, where like if you damage your enemies, you kind of damage all your surrounding enemies up to 3 targets surrounding you with electricity. It's pretty cool if you like this modern flavor of like high-tech stuff in the game. We have a useless skin for like our ally. We have this headpiece. It looks cool, but it's kind of useless. It's just like 20% adrenaline increase when you get like absorb any damage, or not like absorb, but like whenever you get hit. And now is not like a big warrior, so you would rather die most likely before you get enough adrenaline, so I wouldn't be getting this for performance purposes only. Okay, I got an issue with my GPU, so I'll have to quickly check something on my end. Just a second. Sorry for the gonna switch to myself while I'm gonna restart my configuration thing, because sometimes I get an issue on my PC because of this specific game, where for whatever reason just crashes my GPU driver. So I have like a dual PC setup, so it won't stop the stream per se, but it still kind of sucks when this happens. Just a second, I'm just gonna do like a real quick check of everything before I restart the game. But as I was saying, it's not like you want to get this headpiece for Naoya because she's not a big warrior, so you'll die before you get a decent amount of adrenaline. So, I'm gonna reconnect my Elgato capture card real quick. And I'm just gonna start. I'll have to reconfigure a mirror in my screen real quick. Sorry for the interruption. It's just like the way it works. Sometimes I do run into issues like that, but it's like pretty rare overall. Yeah, I have to a second. Okay, so finally I got it reconfigured. Have to double check something here real quick. The audio should be coming. And I'm restarting the game finally. Yeah, apparently there's like a bug with NVIDIA frame generation thing in this game. And essentially, once in a while, when you're using frame gen, it just crashes the game. And what I'm seeing so far is that the audio is not being transferred to the audio is not being transferred to the capture card. So I'm just gonna do a quick restart of OBS. Sorry, have to do some more configuration again. Hate when this happens because sometimes it's like really complicated to debug. Okay, so finally the sound should be playing from both game and my own voice. So sorry for this extended debugging session, but everything should work just fine. Let me know in the comments, please, if the audio is still coming from both game and my own voice. Coming back to the store, we have like this useless headpiece. I mean, it's nice visually, but like mechanics wise, it's pretty weak. I got this Kusurikama. It's like 35% to deal damage when you have 2 and more enemies surrounding you. It's decent, looks cool. This one is like 25% to damage increased after each successful hit. So basically, the more you the more you hit like your enemies, the more like it's really weird. Why it says, is it like a bug? It says it is like Naoe equipment, although it looks like Yasuke bow, so I'm not sure what's the deal about that, but it's really weird. And we got this headpiece for Yasuke again, not sure why we get it this often, but actually, yeah, there's like a bug in this game now, apparently. It all's been shown like Naoe equipment. Okay, so this one goes to Yasuke and that one goes to Yasuke too. Those two are like, this is like a nice bow. This is cool looking headpiece, but it's like instant attack from a stance if you manage to poison your enemy. This bow, as I said, 25% more damage if you do a successful hit. And yeah, I would probably get this bow, and I would probably get this amulet if I didn't have them. And this headpiece just for like visual look. Like nothing too fancy this week. We did see those items before, but it is what it is. So while I'll be doing all those dailies, I wanted to discuss the recent trend with NVIDIA's DLSS. Like if you didn't follow the news, apparently like a week and a half ago, or like this week, I don't remember exactly it happened, but NVIDIA did announce DLSS 5.0, and we're back to the point where we are essentially like, you know, it's like a full circle now. People hated DLSS when it launched in 2018 or 2019, and it kind of slowly got its reputation with all the improvements to the upscaling and all those changes. But now apparently we're kind of so back to the point where gamers hate DLSS, because DLSS 5 looks like just AI slope filter applied on top of existing gaming graphics. And I mean, certain people sure would like the extra, if you call them niceties, added with this filter, but on the other hand, you know, it's like same exact model being used for same exact model being used regardless of the game, so kind of you're losing the unique artistic look per game. And that's what I'm like mostly concerned about. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if it's like a realistic graphics looking game or if it's like just cartoonish looking game. Like the filter is still gonna apply those insane weird things to the game, where like, you know, they did show, I would think, like this zombie apocalypse game where the girl suddenly got like a nice beautifying makeup, so she's like, yeah, we have all those zombies and everything, but I still have to make sure that I have a decent makeup. Like, the world is dying, but makeup kind of matters the most. So it's really weird. And there were also some rumors, like this game included actually, there were some rumors that Ubisoft and Capcom like make some other games. So Ubisoft is making Assassin's Creed series, included this not so good game Assassin's Creed Shadows. And the point is that apparently developers of Assassin's Creed Shadows did not know that Nvidia used Assassin's Creed Shadows as an example for like what DLSS 5 is capable for. Like, you know, they didn't really show to developers of the game. They just kind of saw the changes at the same time as we did see them. So, I mean, the game looks gorgeous already, but like all this extra stuff that they apply on top of existing game graphics, it looks a bit weird, because apparently it's like redesigning the whole global lighting in the game world. So it's kind of already going behind, like beyond the original artistic intent. Like, you know, let's say the developer of this location in Japan wanted to, like, you know, have like lighting set in a certain at a certain angle, so that, you know, let's say location would look more gloomy, and then we have AI slope attached on the top of that basically overrides all the lighting applied in the game. Yeah, sure, it does look more realistic in certain cases. Seriously, I got this thing because some random innocent NPC was killed. Like, just imagine adding another layer of abstract AI slope on top of it. It will probably cause even more graphic related like bugs. And yeah, I mean, at this point I'm like more against this DLSS 5.0 than, like, you know, I approve it or anything. I mean, I'm not a big guy or anything, but like, if you wanted to hear my opinion, I would say that DLSS 5 kind of sucks so far. Now we're gonna do a fast travel to that DLC island. As a reminder, I still didn't finish the DLC because it's just too boring for me. And we have to find where exactly this daily sequence was triggered on a map. This random encounter where we're kind of supposed to kill those random guys that like attack you on each corner of the island, on every corner of the island. Kind of hate those encounters. So we have to infiltrate this area and kill that guy over here.
Best if I remain
I'll
on.
be able to do it. Just run away right after. That was easy. Okay, now we can just teleport back to the mainland and do the rest of the dailies. Yeah, I'm really glad that sometimes those random dailies are like on an easier side, because I hate those dailies where you have to hunt for 5 Ronins or like, I don't know, 5 Guardians or something like that. It just takes forever to finish them. I mean, it's just too much for a single player game. So let's check a list of the dailies that we have here. So we have like 3 dailies. We have to kill 6 samurais, we have to do 3 corrupted castles, and 1 extra daily where we have to like probably kill a couple of foes there, or like a single NPC. So we're gonna do that one first. So yeah, overall my consensus for this week is that there's nothing super important at the marketplace where you can exchange your animus keys for this week. We did see all that stuff already appearing in the store a couple times, and nothing what's available there is like particularly strong or anything. So if you didn't start the game this week, then you'll be fine. You're not missing much anyways. So we're gonna loot this chest and we're done with another daily. Doing good so far, like just, you know, just a couple of minutes per daily. And we have 2 more dailies, so it's gonna be 6 samurais and corrupted castles. So for corrupted castles, we have one where we have to kill 5 corrupted daisho, whatever they're called. And we have one where we have to kill 4 of them. Like, it's pretty terrible combination, I would say, and we have only 2 corrupted castles, and we're like still too far away from a seasonal swap. Like once for every half of season, we get like another random rotation of corrupted castles, but we're kind of still too far time-wise from another option to like possibility to change the season. So I'm kind of forced to do those 2 castles anyways. Also, another thing that happened that is related to the Assassin's Creed Shadows is that as a part of game's anniversary, they decided to give away some, like, was it like a blade for now or something like that? And what's interesting is that the name of the blade, I don't remember exactly what the name of the blade is because I didn't redeem it yet. There's like a code circulating online where you can just like can copy it and redeem at the Animus store. But like what's interesting is that that blade name, it has something to do with like switch. It's like switchblade or something like that. And this leads me thinking that they probably wanted to kind of have this weapon as an exclusive gear available for Nintendo Switch 2 edition game owners, because, well, Switch, right? Switch 2. So I have a feeling that they wanted to do that, but because they had to suddenly stop supporting the game because they got the different plans going forward for other Assassin's Creed games. So I believe that they were like, sure, we already have this like piece of gear in game files, so let's just give it away as a part of the 1-year anniversary stream. Because, like, again, judging just by the name of the blade, I believe that's exactly what happened. When suddenly won't start like catching the edge of this wooden bridge so that I can just climb on. You're not climbing. Come on. Okay, we'll have to find another way in. So far we got 2 out of 4, so we have to find 2 more corrupted samurais or daisho. I'm not sure what the proper name for those guys is, but I guess we'll take a boat and we'll do it like a nice ride while looking for the targets we're looking. So we have to find 2 more guys there and... Oops. Don't mind, I'm just like swimming by. It was a terrible idea, for sure. I'm just gonna do... Come on. I'm just gonna do some diving instead. Explore the marine life. Okay, we got chest. No, not chest. We got one of our targets here, so we have to climb up. But before we do, I'm gonna check this corner first to see if it uses like the other guy somewhere here. Apparently that's not the case, so we're gonna use this wooden plank to climb up back to the ground. And here's our guy. I wonder, like, they're gonna do like, you know, I believe the DLSS 5 is slated to be released sometime this fall. I wonder if Naoya is gonna be like, you know, I wonder if she will have like another makeup filter applied to her face as well. Just like that girl from Post-Apocalyptic Game. Like, imagine Naoya having, I don't know, eyeshadows and, oh, get it? Like Assassin's Creed shadows and eyeshadows. And, you know, like red lips. I really like all those memes surrounding this technology where they're like literally applying makeup to like Kratos from God of War and some other games. It looks pretty fun. But like, based on just like announcement of this technology on its own, I guess at this point we can say for sure that Did I trigger someone? We can say for sure that Juan Jensen, like the Nvidia CEO, is pretty disconnected from like gaming industry. He doesn't really care about gamers or like what's gonna happen next to gaming. He's just concerned about AI. I mean, you can't blame him. He's like a trillionaire, like with a lot of money and like having a lot of customers in a business segment. So why would he care about a small fraction of profit coming off like selling 5090 to gamers and stuff like that? So obviously, I believe it's just like beginning of more and more AI applied to everything. Hello, I'm good. How are you? Okay, so we got 3 out of 4. Just gonna slowly go away from that area and just start looking for our final target in the castle. So I thankfully have this fancy perk where if I stay silent for like 3 seconds and avoid moving, then I'll be just like invisible to enemies. It's pretty helpful. Yeah, so still don't see that guy. Hate like traversing those large castles looking for the exact location of this corrupted glowing samurai just to kill him. Takes forever sometimes. Okay, we found him. So he's in the middle of that main building in the area. So just gonna run around. And yeah, I mean, the other problem with this game is that, I mean, lore-wise it's terrible, the story is not really engaging, and I mean, the Japan looks nice and it's really detailed in everything, but the problem is it's basically, it looks kind of the same, like, you know, if you're gonna fast travel to any castle like without looking like what the exact castle name is, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to tell like what is the castle and where it's located as soon as you just spawn in the middle of the castle. Like, you know, they all look the same. They kind of, you have to do the same exact thing in all those castles. You have to kill your target, you have to like loot chests or wherever. And I would say that even Assassin's Creed Odyssey had like much better variety when it comes to all those fortifications and other places you had to clear out in Odyssey. It was still too much, but at least there was some variety, because these castles, I don't know, they just look same to me. We have to slowly, well, not so slowly, but we have to kill that guy and do this. So we're gonna shoot that guy. This one is gonna start looking. Where is...
That looks suspicious.
Okay, so apparently we got one more daily completed just by killing all those samurais. And I believe the daily itself was like kill 10 samurais. So we were done with that. But like, we're still a bit too far away from like finishing the corrupted castles daily. Okay, so it's like 27 meters ahead of us, or like above us. So yeah, like if you never played Assassin's Creed, I would strongly advise avoid Assassin's Creed Shadows. And usually I would say that, you know, you shouldn't play Assassin's Creed X or Y or Z, because you should start like at least from like one of the earliest game to be aware of like what's happening in the game universe, like what it's all about and so on. But in that case, lore-wise, even if you like start, if you never played but you start this game, you'll be fine lore-wise, because it doesn't really introduce anything interesting to the lore, and it doesn't really actually the lore of the game revolves, like the modern game lore especially, it revolves around AI slop. Like basically we have AI slop in a game universe as well, because what we're doing is we're dealing with like AI version of Animus, and yeah, it's like really weird plot. But again, like why I'm not recommending this game as a starter game is because like you're not gonna lose much lore-wise for sure, because there's nothing in lore. But on the other hand, the problem with this game is that it's like really bad representation of Assassin's Creed game. Like the story is not engaging again, and you're basically just running around and killing random NPCs, and like good luck trying to remember the names of the targets, because especially because they're all kind of Japanese names. I mean, I get it, for like Japanese people it's probably easier, but for me as like foreigner, trying to distinguish between like 10 different Japanese names is like real nightmare. And yes, it's quite a problem to me. And you know, the game structure is also pretty weird. Like, you know, there's a lot of fillers in between the main quests of the game. So if you're kind of, even if you were following the lore or like the plot of the game, by the time you're able to proceed further, like you got enough experience, or like, you know, you kind of leveled up and everything, by the time you're getting in there, you already forgot like what the game was about in the first place. So if you're like looking to start Assassin's Creed, like, you know, start introducing yourself to Assassin's Creed games, then I would probably suggest like a couple games. If you're like wanted to start with like earlier era of the game and you don't mind like simpler graphics and probably a couple of badly aged game elements, then I'll probably obviously recommend Ezio Trilogy. Like start with Assassin's Creed 2. I would not recommend Assassin's Creed 1, because Assassin's Creed 1 has like I mean, lore-wise it's okay, but like the structure of the game is weird. You just like run into same 3 cities, do the same exact things in between just to kill like your target at the end and have like a couple of interesting lore pieces, but everything in between is just like a lot of water. Oh shoot, he's gonna do this. Okay, good luck. I'm just gonna wait here until they all kind of disappear. They should stop chasing me after some time. So yeah, I would recommend Ezio Trilogy. Or if you're like trying to start with like more modern Assassin's Creed games, then I would probably suggest starting with Assassin's Creed Origins. But the problem with Assassin's Creed Origins is that if you're like not familiar with like modern modern day lore of the series, you'll be like, I guess like asking too much questions, like what it's all about, why is this weird woman is laying down in that weird machine, like why she's been wanted by Abstergo Industries and all that stuff. Like, you know, just a bit overwhelming, I guess, but if you like really want to start with like more modern entry, then probably Assassin's Creed Origins is like your best bet. Mirage is pretty cool game too, but Mirage has like a lot of ties to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like if you're not playing, if you didn't finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you have a problem where you're kind of not getting like what all this Loki story is about. It's more like, I mean, there's a reason why Assassin's Creed Mirage initially was supposed to be a DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and only after some time they decided that they would push to have a standalone game instead. And I have to admit that standalone Assassin's Creed Mirage game plays better than most of other games. I believe that when we got that free DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and they technically promised that there will be no DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage because it was like light version of AAA game, or should I say like quadruple A game, because Ubisoft likes to name their games that way. And you know, that game is done much better than like some other entries in the game, like including Assassin's Creed Shadows. And how many did I kill? 3 out of 5. And this DLC is much, like, it did work much better than the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows experience worked. Like the Clash of Alagi, or whatever the name of the DLC, I don't even remember the exact name, but like it's so boring compared to free DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage. It has much more to the story, and like, you know, it can kind of push you to be emotional, I guess. And this game is like nothing, no emotions, nothing. Like the only good lore part about this game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, is probably the prologue, where like the introduction chapter of the game, where you just kind of get into the plot of like, you know, Naoya losing her father and all that stuff. But it's, you know, they did try to reuse the same exact idea where like main character gets his mother, father / relative killed. Now you have to go for revenge. That's it. It's pretty much the same story as Assassin's Creed 2, but like, you know, back then Assassin's Creed 2 was new, and this is like just trying to parasite, like, you know, to reuse the same exact idea, and it's really badly executed. Like in Assassin's Creed 2, we have Ezio that we kind of grow with. Like we start with his like early years, we see how he grows as a character, and in that game it's like we have now she's like big girl, but then like 20 minutes later in the game she's like a killing machine. So we have one more guy to kill.
Join me. I'm not leaving.
When like even Yasuke plot is kind of similar thing. So Naoi is like losing her father, and Yasuke has like revenge story related to his mother. So they have two kids that are sad about, well, it makes sense that they would be sad, but like they have two kids that lost their parents and now they're looking for revenge. And insane amount of filler content in between. And repeatable castles. And, you know, similar decorations throughout the whole world. I mean, the world kind of looks empty, to be honest. It's fun to go through the world for first time just for like visuals, but like in terms of game activities in a world, like the feeling of the world is kind of lackluster because you just have same exact repeating stuff where you have to either meditate as Naoya or like run on a horse as Yasuke. I'm gonna do this. No, I don't have Discord. Just a sec, I'm gonna switch myself for a moment because I want to start one software on my PC. I'm back. Oh, where is that last guy in the castle? This is not our target, it's just like a database entry that I have to collect, but I'm not gonna bother. The database entries were fun when they were written by the modern day character Sean Hastings. Like I really did like reading his database entries for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, for example. Like see database entries in later games that are like, I would say like on a boring side. I mean, sure, maybe like lore-wise, like just kind of knowing the real history, it's cool, but just from a perspective of where is it? But from a perspective of like just interesting storyteller or anything, it's like reading Wikipedia. If you're like really into the topics, then I guess it's gonna be interesting. But like if you're wanted to read something interesting and like with some fancy commentary from Sean, then you're not gonna get it in this game. Hey, how are you? I'm doing alright today. Had a busy day, but I'm doing alright. Including those dailies in this game. Like originally I wanted to start streaming like earlier today, but got too much happening on work, like, and some other personal things. Finally we killed the guy and we can open the chest. Like after finishing the mainline story of the game, I would say that I would probably rather replay Assassin's Creed Valhalla than replay Assassin's Creed Shadows again, because even with like more filler content, it's still kind of more interesting than Shadows. It's empty inside, so we can just finally loot the chest, and yay, we got 2 out of 3 corrupted castles. So one more corrupted castles, one more, and we're good to go with those semi-weekly dailies. So we don't have any other corrupted castles on the map, and it's a bit of a problem because now it means that all I have to do is just run around in the world, do nothing, wait until time passes so that I can do a season change, and on a season change I'll get like another set of corrupted castles to clear out. And as I said, I need only one. You can see it on the left upper corner. The text is in Russian, but like it's basically 2 out of 3 corrupted castles. How was your day? I'm not sure if I'm spelling your nickname right. Is it Judeso? I still have to run around for like this small chunk of time so that I can trigger the seasonal change. I guess we can just look for some beautiful places in the area and just enjoy the nature, I guess. Like, I still have a feeling that this game like had such a great potential. Like, the graphics are just gorgeous, but there's just nothing else but graphics. Yes, let's check this hideout goods seller
I have written.
just to see if there's anything good. No, apparently not. I already purchased everything that she could offer.
Please visit the
I know sometimes, like when you talk to those sellers, they have some random things being sold that you didn't see before. Let's just travel to that area because I wanted to check on this like marines trader, wherever he is. Because sometimes he sells like a gaming card set where you have to buy it one by one, and once you buy them all, you can like do some hidden quest of some sorts to get something. I don't even remember what it was all about, but I know for a fact that I did start collecting all those small kind of cards one by one whenever they were on sale, and I'm not sure if I even got them all.
Welcome. I have goods, both local and foreign.
Yes, we have some resources for hideout, some materials, and that's it. Okay, nothing too fancy this today.
I will come back.
Tell your friends.
Okay, so I guess what we can do while we're waiting is just go to the store and redeem a code so that we can get this. Why it's throwing an error. So we can go to the store and redeem the code to get this anniversary sword. I'm gonna... Why is it... Why it's... Oh, that's why. So I can't redeem, like, I can't redeem, like a game item because I have Ubisoft overlay disabled. Okay, now I wonder if I can just, open the Ubisoft Connect app on its own and just do it there instead. I have Ubisoft Connect opened here, and I'm just gonna look if I'm just gonna take a look if I can somehow redeem it from here. So we have achievements, we have this thing here, and okay, so we have requests, we have download manager. I'm not really seeing it, and I wonder if I'll just if I'll enable this in-game overlay just to see if it will start working in a game. Let's try open it again. So we go to store, we go to redeem a code. Okay, we still get an error because the overlay is still disabled. So you know what I'll do? I'll just save a game and I'll restart the game. And while restarting the game, I'm just gonna switch cam to myself and we'll just restart the game, and we're gonna redeem this game code together, and you'll be able to, I guess, make a screenshot of the game code yourself and redeem it to yourself too, in case if you didn't already and you were not aware like what the game code is. So while it's still launching, I'm gonna open browser here and look for so there's like a universal code that we can redeem. You can use to redeem like your own in-game piece of gear. And now I restarted the game, so just go to the store, open the store, and click like redeem a game code. And the code is Assassin's Creed Shadows ACSH gift, and it's year 2026. So this is the actual activation code that you have to enter to get this word. I'm not sure what is the time limit, like for how long you can use this code, but this is the code that we are concerned about. So I'm just gonna click activate, and I got first year anniversary has been added to your account. So let's go back to the game and see if we're gonna get this. Yeah, so we got this butterfly katana, although I'm pretty sure in English it's called switch katana. Let's just change the visual look to see how it looks in game. So this is the new katana that we got here. Looks, I guess, I don't know, it looks plain to me, nothing fancy. And oh, I didn't update it. I'm just gonna do this, go here, and we're gonna change the appearance, choose that newly acquired katana, and it looks like this in game. Just gonna go to the lighter side of the area just to show it. I mean, it looks nice. It's still free gift, but nothing too special, I would say. And let me see what is the actual perk of the weapon. So it's gonna give you 5% chance of critical strike whenever you change your type of attack, and it's like cumulative, so you can kind of keep changing your like type of attack, like short attack, long attack, and it will still keep summing up higher and higher. I mean, it's nothing too fancy. It looks fine though. Yeah, so yeah, just in case if you want to get this katana in game, you have to enter this code at Ubisoft Connect in-game store, click redeem code and enter the code, and you'll be good to go. The game code again, I'm just gonna repeat it again. The game code is ACSH, so which stands like Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then it's like gift, year, like YEAR, and 2026. So the full code is ACSH, gift, year 2026. So if you enter this code in redeem code page, you're gonna get this katana. Still waiting for seasonal change, so I'm gonna go and look for something to do while I'm waiting. We have a chest over there. we can loot. I wonder if the time is still progressing when you're staying in your hideout. Because if it does, then maybe finally I'll start like doing something in my like hideout, like, you know, decorating it, or like figuring out what I'm like even looking at, because I'm pretty much like ignored the hideout construction mode and all those decorations and like all those things. Although when I remember when this game was announced, I was super excited about it because I kind of liked the hideout idea from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but in that particular game, I don't know, it just doesn't hit same way. Maybe no, still not there. Get inside the area and loot some chests over there as well. Because, like, apparently, why not? We have nothing else to do. And like, the other thing about this game is that, you know, if you're like to collect things in game, like, I don't know, loot chests and what's not, all the stuff that you get from those chests in games, it's kind of mostly useless stuff. Like, there's nothing particular that would excite you, like, oh wow, I looted that katana, or like I did loot that headpiece or something like that. It's just same random stuff that you probably collected many times already. So it definitely does not help when it comes to entertaining yourself in this game world. Yet another random Tanto that we don't care about. So I did already go through like weekly selection of items in the store for like an exchange where you exchange your animus keys, but I guess I'll just reiterate myself while looking for whatever in this game, while waiting for the seasonal swap. So this week they have a nice bow for Yasuke. It's like you get a 25 or 20% increase to your damage on successful hit with a bow. So like if you just keep shooting at your target, you're pretty much just increasing your damage. They do have this skull bone looking like, you know, a skull looking headpiece for Yasuke. It's nothing too exciting, just looks cool. We got amulet for, or like trinket I call it, trinket for Yasuke, where like if you hit enemies, you kind of hit 3 surrounding enemies with electricity charge, like electrical charge. It's pretty cool. And we got Kusurigama for Naoya, which is like that fiery Kusurigama that is like if you're surrounded by, I don't know, it's actually increased your fire damage or something like that. And we have another headpiece for Naoya that is from that flower petal set. It's useless on its own, just looks cool. It increases your adrenaline, like adrenaline, kind of boosts your gained adrenaline when you get hit. But problem is, if you get hit as an hour, you'll probably be dead before you get enough of the adrenaline. So it's just like aesthetically wise, cool item, but like mechanically wise, it's useless. So I did rescue some random guy. Oh my god, why is the time go so slowly? Like usually, I'm not sure like how often the seasonal change occurs. Is it like every 20 or 30 minutes in game? But it feels like eternity at this point. I guess that's how Ubisoft gets their metrics to brag about on like in-game presentations and like, you know, the investors presentation where they're like, hey, we have so many players still playing our games and spending hours in the game. And like in reality, the players are just waiting for the seasonal swap so that they can do their semi-weekly dailies to purchase all that stuff that is behind microtransactional wall. Yeah. The modern Ubisoft games are just... I guess it is what it is. I'm really wondering what's gonna happen to Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake. I think it's called Resynced. If it's gonna be another in-game store with a lot of items that you can purchase for doing dailies, it's gonna be insane. Because, you know, we never had dailies in original Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We had like random encounters that are like socialized slash something where like you and your friends can technically find like a big ship with like extra loot and you just can kind of, you pretty much can safely ignore it. You're not missing much. And it's just still the same exact in-game stuff. It's not like special cosmetics or anything included in that social event in original Black Flag game. So, but like if they're gonna include some dailies in Black Flag, it's gonna be insane. Hopefully not, but I wouldn't be too surprised. Or we have Shinobi here. Shinobi, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. It's really interesting that they didn't attack me first. They're like slowpoke Shinobis. Grab some stuff here and still not there. There's like little hope that the new management of Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Division is gonna do something about it, but I wouldn't have my hopes too high given that, you know, the Ubisoft is still managed by the same exact weird CEO guy who is like that old man, Yves Guillemot, who is like literally hires his family members to work for the company and they do some random weird decisions where, you know, capitalization of Ubisoft went down so drastically over the years that it's like unbelievable. Like we were getting like they had like, I think they're like valued at like 10% of their original value, so they lost 90% of their value compared to like when they were like at their peak. So I guess it's not a financial advice, but
Whoa.
if you have spare money, then probably just go and purchase some Ubisoft stock, wait for management to change, and I'm pretty sure like as soon as that CEO leaves the company for whatever reason, Ubisoft stock will just go up. Because the company owns such a great variety of franchises, like Assassin's Creed series on its own is like has like colossal possibilities, and we get Assassin's Creed Shadows instead. Finally can change the season. So now that we got like a season change and it's fall apparently, so now that we got the seasonal change, we got another 3 random, well not 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles, corrupted castles that we have to clear out, and suddenly we're actually right here next to one of those castles. So I'm still gonna do a fast travel there. I'm gonna kill these 2 corrupted daisho or like samurais or whoever they are, and open the chest to trigger the 3rd and final corrupted castles, and finally be done with those dailies for the upcoming 3 days. If you want me to play any other game, please just drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll consider any other game pretty much, because thankfully I have a PC capable of running any game. It's just that I guess I got too used to Assassin's Creed series games, although I'll play other games too. I'm actually, when I'm streaming something else other than Assassin's Creed, I was streaming recently Crash Bandicoot games. It's like my childhood game, and I'm pretty good at it, so I intend to actually finish the walkthrough of the first game, including all platinum time relics, if it tells you anything. It's basically like finishing the game levels within a certain time limits, and getting platinums is not an easy feat in the Insane trilogy. Yeah, I might actually play Fall Guys a bit, because I didn't play Fall Guys for like 2 or 3 years so far. So I'm really curious to see what has changed, although I heard like that the game is kind of dying slowly because of all the weird changes that they're introducing recently. Like they did simplify the game mechanics to make them more like smartphone friendly, like so you can play on your portable devices. And there were some rumors that this Fall Guys is going to be relaunched as a part of Fortnite or something like that. I'm not sure, I'm not like Fortnite guy, so I have no idea what it means practically, but they do intend to do something about this game. Like I believe the peak of Fall Guys was when it still belonged to Mediatonic and not sold to Epic Games. And obviously during the COVID era when everyone was playing this game. Why is it? I can't use my abilities, it's really weird. Should they still keep coming? Okay. I know. Other one. Seriously. Wow. Like having a graveyard inside this castle at this point. Man. We're gonna do anything actually. Why is he's just like standing still and waiting for something? And another one, oh my god, how many of them are there? And they're like coming one by one, they're never coming together. So if another one comes out after I kill this one, sure. Yeah. So. Finally open. Yeah. So we finally cleared out 3 corrupted castles, so now we can try to leave the castle and just run away at this point, because I'm too tired of fighting those endless waves of enemies. So yeah, finally, we did all the dailies for this semi-weekly period, which consists of 3.5 days. So we did all the anomalies, and we can finally teleport to our hideout. And before I finish this off, I'm just gonna go through like exchange again real quick, just to show the items that I was referring to. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to exchange. So in exchange we have this item, which is like amulet for Yasuke. It's kind of shockwaves 3 enemies around you when you attack them with energy, whatever it means. We have this headpiece that looks nice, but it's useless. It won't give you much because you're basically getting more adrenaline when you're getting hit, but like now is like super weak, so you'll die before you get enough of adrenaline. We have this nice looking skull headpiece for Yasuke, so it's like instant attack from a stance whenever you poison your enemy. We have like legendary bow for Yasuke, so like 25% to your damage after each successful hit. So you keep hitting your enemies and you're getting more and more damage. I'll probably purchase this one. Actually, I'll purchase it right away. And we have Kasurigama for Naoya, which is doing what? It's gonna give us 35 more to damage if you're surrounded with 2 or more enemies. It's decent for now, nothing special, but it looks cool. And as the last thing for today, what I wanted to show you guys is that given a certain chance each daily reset that we might get daily resets that we might get, like dailies, it requires us to collect 150 wood, 150 stones, or whatever, any other random resource. Whenever you had like a seasonal swap, like, you know, I've just started the season, so I still have like half circle before the next seasonal swap. So what I like to do is, usually I'm trying to avoid opening this hideout chest on a like seasonal reset. And the reason why is because sometimes, like in 3 days, when I'm gonna get another set of dailies to finish, if it's gonna be one of those dailies where I had to collect the raw materials like stone or whatever, when I get this daily, I go back to that chest and I open this chest, because there is some chance that you might get the exact resources that you need for your daily in that chest. So it kind of saves you some time. So I'm just like gonna keep this chest closed until I get another set of dailies. And to be honest, I'm not playing this game outside of dailies, that I'm just like doing every 3 days. So I'm fine with that, and you know, I have enough time to open the chest. So that's all I wanted to share for today, and thank you for watching. Leave your comments and thoughts, and like let me know if there's like any other game you wanted me to play going forward. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Oh, and yeah, and one more thing. I'm streaming usually in the evening, like sometime between 6 p.m. Eastern time until like 2 or 3 midnight. So yeah, I mean, I don't have like a... What's happening to her lights? like doing this. I don't know. But like, yeah, I'm just like streaming without any specific schedule, but it's just like to give you an overall idea of when I'm streaming. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.